Hi there, and thanks for joining us. Today we're going to learn how to add the built-in 3dcart blog into your 3dcart store. Alright, so here we have the store that we'll be adding our blog to. So the first thing I need to do is I need to log in my 3dcart online store manager, and let's go over the quick settings that we have for the blog. First we're going to go into social commerce, blog, and settings. Now in settings, we've got a couple of hide features here, like hiding the archives, hiding the categories, and the recent posts. I don't want to mess with those just yet. Allow comments? Sure, I'll allow comments, and this means that people will be able to leave me feedback and comments on the various articles that I leave. Auto-approve comments, that's a little bit of a dangerous animal there. What that will do is it will automatically approve the comments as they're left. I personally don't recommend it because you really don't know what somebody's going to write, but the alternative is to manually approve comments as they come in. For now, I'm just going to leave that unchecked. Now down here in the top navigation banner, I'm going to leave these off for now, but what they basically do is they allow me to design a top navigation banner and a bottom navigation banner for the blog, and I can use WYSIWYG mode if I'd like for that. We'll leave them blank for now because we're just going to go over a quick test here. So the next thing I need to do is I need to, well, first of all, let's save this page because I made a change to the comments. And the next thing I need to do is go to social commerce, blog, and categories. And this is where I'll be able to add categories for my different types of articles. So let's go ahead and add a quick test category in here. And that's it. And the next thing I need to do is add an actual article. So let's go ahead and click on social commerce, blog, and articles. And we'll click on add new article to begin adding it. We'll just quickly call it a test article here. Now for the post date, that is going to be today's date because I want it to display today. However, if I put in a future date, it won't actually display until that date arrives. So it's a quick little tip if you want to schedule articles ahead of time. For now, we'll just leave it for today's date, and we'll assign it to the test category that we just created. Now, in the short post and the post content, the short post is really just a quick blurb enticing people to read the article. So we'll just write short post in here. And then in post content, that's the real meat of the article. And here I can write the full-fledged article. I have WYSIWYG at my disposal too to make it nice and pretty, but for now we'll just go with a post content label here. Now let's go ahead and save this. Now one of the important things about adding your blog articles is after you save it for the first time, you still need to go in and edit it because what you want to do is you want to remove it from draft mode. By default, it's always going to go into draft mode so that you can further fine-tune the article as you get ready, and then when you remove it off draft mode and save, then it'll display on the actual page. So let's go ahead and save this, and let's see if we can have a look at our article. Let's preview it. There we go. So this is basically what the blog home will look like with your navigation over here on the right-hand side. And your articles listed here. This is the short post, and when someone clicks through, they can read the longer post and add their own comments. Now, there is one glaring problem with my blog, and that's how do people get to it? Obviously, they're not going to log in from the online store manager and get to it. So what I need to do is I need to add a link up here that takes them to the blog. So let's do that real quick. In order to do that, we're going to use the Site Content menu. So let's go into Settings, Design, Site Content. Now, if you're not familiar with the Site Content page, that's where you can add your additional menu links at the top and the extra pages to your store. And usually extra pages, unless you hide them, will be listed as links at the bottom of the page. So to review, these are menu links, these are extra pages, and I'm going to use the menu links section to create a link to my blog. So let's go ahead and click on Add New Link, and we'll just say read our blog. Now for the sorting, I'm going to make this a number 6 because as the higher the number, the farther on the right it goes into the sorting. So let's go ahead and leave this as a 6 so that it's at the far right, and we'll click on Add. Now we're not quite done yet, because now what we need to do is we need to link this link to the actual blog page. So click on Content, and at the very top where it says link, you'll type in blog.asp and save your changes. So now when we go to our home page, we'll have all of our links up here and a new link to read the blog that takes people directly to the blog's homepage. Now there is a little bit of fine-tuning that I need to do on this blog page. For starters, this particular theme has a left and right banner, and it's kind of squeezing my blog unfairly almost. So let's go ahead and remedy that. Now the easiest way obviously is to remove the left and right banner. So let's once again go into our online store manager, and this time we're going to go into Settings, Design, Titles, and Content. This is a very unique page because what it does is it lists every single page of your store, and it gives you the access to edit the header and footer and some navigation elements of each individual page. So we're going to find our blog page here under Main Pages. We'll click on Edit, and I can add a header and a footer to just the blog pages as well, or what I came here for is to hide the left bar and hide the right bar. Let's go ahead and save those changes. And now when I refresh this page, there we go. Got rid of the left bar and the right bar, and we have a nice little blog that has a lot more room to breathe, so to speak. All right, so if you'll give me a little bit of time here, I'm going to spice up my blog a little bit more so you can see what the finished result will look like, and I'll be back in just a moment. Hi, we're back. We made a few changes to our blog to make it look a little bit prettier, so let's debut those. And just to give you an idea of what your blog could eventually look like, we added a header using the header and footer inside the titles and content page for the blog page. We also added a header and footer using the settings in the blog. That's again under social, commerce, blog, and settings. This is where our header and footer ended up being. And as you can see, we've got a few articles here, and the articles themselves are HTML rich type of data. I've also got a few comments left by shoppers here. Now the whole point of having a blog is to keep your shoppers informed of goings on with your store, or maybe the industry that you're in, or anything really that you want to reach out to them about. We also added by default the share and Facebook buttons to each blog article, because that's another side benefit of blogging, is getting people to share the information on the social media channels. So as you can see, it's pretty easy to add a blog, and one of the best parts of having the blog on 3dcart is that it is on 3dcart as opposed to somewhere else like a WordPress blog or a hosted blog somewhere else, which isn't the most SEO friendly aspect out there. So now it's all intertwined with your store. So in closing, I just wanted to say good luck with your blogging out there, and if you ever need us, by all means, give us a call or send us an email. We're always here. Thanks for watching, and have a great day, everyone.